All right, let's get into one of the most baffling and honestly one of the spookiest cold cases in French history. Picture this. It's Christmas night, 1972. An entire family, a mom, a dad, two little boys, and their car, they drive off into a thick fog and just vanish from the face of the earth. For over 50 years, not one single piece of them has ever been found. And that's the central question, isn't it? How can four people in a car just disappear? It's a mystery that seems to defy all logic, mostly because the biggest clue in this whole case is that there are no clues at all. I mean, think about it. One foggy night, a drive that should have taken, 10 minutes tops? And it's turned into a mystery that is now, unbelievably, over half a century old. It's a story that starts and seems to end in that thick, impenetrable fog. Okay, so to really understand what might have happened, we have to go back. Let's piece together the final hours of the Méchinaud family, the last moments anyone ever saw them alive. So who are we talking about here? Well, this was a totally normal working-class family. You've got Jacques and Pierrette and their two little boys, 7-year-old Eric and 4-year-old Bruno. They lived in a small village, and that night they were all together in their car, a maroon Simca 1100. So they just had a lovely Christmas Eve dinner with friends. It's late, maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, and they set off for the really short 4-kilometer drive home. But the weather, it was just awful. A super dense fog rolled in, and you could barely see a few meters in front of you. They drove into that fog, and that was it. Gone. A 10-minute drive that has now lasted 53 years. Now, what's really crazy is that because it was the holidays, a whole week went by before anyone really noticed they were missing. And when the police finally went to their house, what they found inside just made the mystery even deeper. The scene inside was just chilling. It was like a snapshot of a life that was suddenly, instantly interrupted. Wrapped Christmas gifts for the boys were sitting right there under the tree. Food was still in the fridge. All their money was in the bank, their clothes in the closets. This was not a family that was planning on leaving. And this became the central problem for investigators. There was absolutely nothing out of place. Zero. No sign of a break-in, no evidence of a fight, nothing was packed. The house was just frozen, waiting for a family that would never come home. So the first logical thought was, okay, a tragic accident. Their route home went right by the Charente River. It makes sense, right? Maybe they veered off the road in the fog. But police searched that river, up and down. They scoured the countryside, and they found nothing. Not a shred of metal from the car, not a piece of clothing, not a single trace of the four of them. So, with no sign of an accident and no evidence of a crime at the house, investigators had to start digging into their personal lives. And, well, it turns out that beneath the surface of this seemingly normal family, there was some serious trouble brewing. It came out that the marriage was falling apart. Pierrette was having an affair and had apparently told friends she was thinking about divorce. And her husband, Jacques, he had just found out about it. You can just imagine the tension. And then, investigators found something that just sends a shiver down your spine. In the months before they vanished, Jacques had said this to several people. This single quote casts such a dark, ominous shadow over the whole thing, pointing to the terrifying possibility of a planned murder-suicide. So, over all these years, 4 main theories have kind of bubbled to the surface. But as you're about to see, every single one of them crashes into the exact same brick wall, a complete and total lack of any physical proof. Let's just run through them, because it's pretty mind-bending. A murder-suicide? Okay, but where's the car? Where are the bodies? A tragic accident? Then how did the car and everyone in it just vanish from a river that's been searched over and over? A planned escape? No way. You don't leave all your money and your kids' Christmas presents behind. And foul play by someone else? Who? And why is there not a single shred of evidence? Every theory just falls apart. You see, it's this complete vacuum of evidence that makes the case so unique, so haunting. It's become a legend in France, a story where the only thing we know for sure is that they disappeared. But here's the thing. This story isn't just a relic of the past. After 50 long years of silence, this case has suddenly been given new life, and the search for the Méchinaud family is on again. So, in 2023, France's Special Cold Case Unit took a look at this and officially reopened the file. It's actually the oldest one they have. They've reclassified it as a potential abduction case and are now launching brand new excavations. The big hope is that modern tech, things like ground-penetrating radar, can finally see what that fog has been hiding for all these decades. And the authorities are making it really clear they think this case can still be solved. They're asking the public, anyone who might have old memories or letters from that time, to please come forward. After more than 50 years, this file is wide open. And that's where we're left. After half a century of silence, could a new piece of technology, or maybe a long-buried secret, finally solve the mystery of what happened to the Méchinaud family on that foggy Christmas night? The search for that answer is, amazingly, still going.